You know, all stories in computer games are more or less the same. And they go like this. You start, fairly weak. There's some horrendous baddie that may have captured a princess or may have threatened to destroy the world or, some horrendously bad thing. You spend 12 hours grinding or combating to face the big baddie. You defeat the big baddie, the credits roll. That's the formula. That's pretty much about it. Well, we were thinking about this and we were sitting down and designing Fable 3 and we were kind of coming up with big baddies and we were, going ridiculous and then we thought, hang on a second, maybe there's something unique we can do here. So with Fable 3, our big baddie is this tyrant king. He has taken the throne of Alban. His name is Logan. He is the worst tyrannical king you could possibly imagine. He's got this big dungeon he's throwing people into. People are starving in the kingdom. I mean, he's just a horrendous guy. Your job is to start out in the game and to get enough people to follow you to take him on, storm the castle, defeat him, and overthrow him from king. That's the halfway point of the game. The second half of the game, you're king. You get to rule. You get to decide who lives and dies. You get to decide what you're going to spend the treasury money on. Now that's pretty unique. I've never played that in a game before. I think that change of tempo is great. We're not taking anything away from you. We're just giving you new stuff where they're king. Feeling like you've succeeded and then continuing to play is pretty cool. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that the whole idea of how you collect things and how you access those things, we've changed completely. So now in Fable 2, when you press the start button, it brought up this 2D list of stuff. List of clothes, list of weapons, list of things that you found. Now we've replaced that with something called the Sanctuary, which you immediately go to. When you go to the Sanctuary, you've got rooms in your Sanctuary which are full of the things that you found. All the things you found are usable, like all the clothes are usable. That is unbelievably cool. Then the last thing is that we've got the ability for you to reach out and touch people and hold their hands and drag people and guide people. And we use that in the story. You can also use that in any mode of the game. So there's all of these things put together means that Fable 3 is much more like an action-adventure game while still having the beautiful things I love from an RPG, like collecting things and leveling up. And we've got this lovely, lovely mechanic about followers, which just unifies over the whole game. So it's pretty cool.
Would you ever imagine 5 years ago that we'd be having this conversation about how there's these two groups of players now with the core and the casual? I mean, it used to be everyone was just a gamer, right?
Well, I like to think of it is that everyone's a gamer now. And that's great. It is fantastic that, you don't feel slightly ashamed to say you play computer games. I remember, not so long ago, you used to go along and, kind of used to hide away in the corner of parties and say, I play computer games as a hobby. And if you're lucky, you'd meet another addict and you'd look at them in the eyes and, you'd have something to talk about. Now, you can talk to anybody. And, I think part of that revolution is the realization that we've got things like Facebook and we've got things like Farmville, but we also got new ways of interacting with started with the Wii and now with things like Kinect and with the Sony Move. This is all cool advances of the industry. What it does mean, though, is us designers, we have to work 10 times harder. We have to be 10 times smarter, because what real accessibility means, what real simplicity means, it means that designers don't have the simple ways out anymore. We can't just say, put on screen, like in Fable 3, we can't put on screen, you are level 5. That's it. We used to say level 5, and when you used to go up a level, you're level 6. So that was what leveling up was called. That's the old school, man. Now it's all got to be about the excitement of leveling up.
What do you think players are going to get out of Fable 3 that they won't get out of any other game?
Well, I think it's a unique story. I mean, there's no doubt about that. 2, it is a very accessible game, especially with these RPG elements. You've still got all the things that you had in Fable 2, like you've got a fantastic dog, you've got the ability to buy everything in the world, you've got the ability to get married and have kids, but now it's done in such a way that is part of the game. So I think they're going to get a completely unique story, they're going to get a totally unique weapon system, a real, I think it's probably some of the best co-oping I've ever seen in a game before, and they're going to have this unique crafting. So putting that all together, I don't think it's anything like Fable.
Where's Milo? Obviously, it was a big game at E3 last year. Didn't see it at the press conference this year. Haven't seen it on the show floor. What's the status of it? Why was it not here at E3?
So we're still developing Milo. It is, it's something we're working on. It's something we love working on. We love the Connects side of Milo. It just wasn't ready to be shown just at this moment.